What's good SNS na kuaje, mimi naitwa Chris Favors. Mambo vipi popote pale ambapo unatufuatilia? Najua SNS nafuatilia duniani kote, huko Marekani, Canada na nchi yote ile ambayo pengine unaitazama SNS ama hata hapa Tanzania. Tunafahamu Dar es Salaam, Arusha, Mbeya na mikoa yote ile ambayo mnatufuatilia. Nitapenda kuona reaction kwenye sehemu ya comments hapo. Niambie tu Chris, mimi leo na check interview hii ama na kutazama kutoka sehemu fulani. Leo napiga story na Chike kutokea nchini Nigeria. Msanii ambaye anafanya vizuri sasa hivi na wimbo wake unaoitwa Running to You, amemshirikisha SIMI, na ni wimbo ambao of course hata hapa Tanzania unafanya poa kwenye medias na maeneo mengine mengi sana ambayo yanauza ama kustream muziki. Chike, how you doing my brother?
Doing very fine.
How is Nigeria?
Nigeria is quiet in some parts, and yeah, Nigeria is holding up.
You live in Lagos, or which city are you living?
Yeah, Lagos.
Lagos.
Yeah.
Wow, first of all, I can say I'm so happy to talk to you because for the first time I saw you on The Voice Nigeria, it was 2016. And I'm telling you, man, since then I've been a big fan of you because I really love your music. I love what you're doing. And everybody who used to watch that competition can agree with me that you are so talented, man.
Thank you so much for following my journey till now.
Yeah, take me back to that competition. How was it to you?
It was I would call it an eye opener. It was something I was happy to have done at that point in my life. You know, it exposed me to my first huge fan base, I believe.
Yeah.
And you know, since then it's just been all the way up. So I'm excited to have had the opportunity to get on such a platform.
Okay, and how I mean the impact of that competition to your career, how is it?
Like I said, it was an exposure game for me. You know, it's not easy, to be honest, to be able to walk your way up to being on TV.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean, because yeah. So, but it was able to have that impact of getting me, you know, to first be heard at least by people. Like you said, you discovered me on the show, and I'm pretty much that's what I'll say the impact was. Okay,
and it was so amazing, man. I do remember the battle between you and Patrick. By the way, where is he? Are you guys still friends?
Patrick, I'm sure Patrick is fine. I know we exchanged a chat about 3 weeks ago. Yeah, I'm sure he's doing fine.
Okay, and then after that, the journey of your music started, right? We've seen a lot of projects from you. I would like to hear from you. Your journey after the Voice Nigeria competition. How was it? By the way, I hope Pat Ranking and Waje, who was the judges by that time, are so proud of you right now.
Yeah, I like to believe they are. Definitely they are. I mean, for me, after the show, like I said, it's not easy to get on TV. So what happens is once the show is done, you now have to work to keep yourself on TV. You now have to do the work.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, it took a couple of years. You know, it took starting out, it took going out to be independent, you know, to control my own destiny, you know, to be able to achieve that, you know, because I had a plan. In terms of, I knew what I wanted. I knew where I wanted to be, and you know, I wasn't getting anywhere close to that, you know, being where I was. So I went independent. I started working. You know, I met a couple of people who were interested in what I do, who believed in my art, and I'm still with them till now. And they're working their ass off to make sure that I get to where I plan on getting to, and pretty much that's what it's been.
Okay, is anyone else doing music in your family, or you're just the only one?
Yeah, I've got my brothers. They all creative, to be honest. They all sing amazingly well. In fact, sometimes I even run my music by them because of the level of talent that they also have, and I'm sure in due time you hear them.
Well, last year you just dropped your EP. It called Dance of Bulls, right?
Yeah, it came off Bull of the Bullets, which is the album.
Okay, it's the album. And in this album, there's a song called Nakupenda, which is a Swahili word.
Yeah.
Tell me the story about this song, man.
Sorry?
Tell me the story about this song, Nakupenda.
So I mean, it's a love song, and the thing is, I also noticed attraction from East Africa. Even before I put out an album, I knew I had a lot of people saying, "Oh, I'm from Kenya. I just heard your music." You know, when I had singles, "Oh, I love it." I had some people say, "Oh, I'm from Uganda. I just love your music. I'm from Tanzania." You understand? So when making my album, I was conscious enough to know that there are people in this region who are believers and who are supporters of my art. And it only made appropriate sense to make sure that I included them, that I made them feel included in my art. So instead of singing "I love you" in English, I asked a friend of mine who's from Kenya, by the way. So I was like, "Hey, what does "I love you" mean in your language?" And she said it's Nakupenda. And I'm a huge listener of Diamond Platinums too. So I consume music from East Africa too, trust me. So I always hear Nakupenda. So I asked. So when she said, "Oh, it's Nakupenda," I'm like, "Yep, that's it. We're going to use that."
Wow.
You know? I also learned one later, Nakupenda Pia.
Oh, yeah. I heard that. Do you have a plan of doing a Swahili version song in the future?
Definitely. I mean, my music is getting bigger and bigger across Africa, you know, across the world, especially East Africa. So definitely, you know, I'm definitely working on making sure that I continue to nurture that fan base, you know, and so definitely soon, for sure, soon.
Okay, and let's talk about this album. It's your first album, right?
Yes, it is.
I want to know the impact, how people reacted to your album and everything.
You know, putting it out, especially like I'll go back to being independent. You don't really expect too much because you know. You're in charge of everything. You're chasing this, you're chasing that. But when it came out, the reception was great. I didn't know it was going to be so great.
Yeah.
You know, but I remember that the night before the album dropped, I went down on my knees. I'm like, "God, I'm independent and I don't have anybody. So I want you to make sure that whoever listens to this music tells somebody about it." And, you know, if you know much about marketing, you'll know that, you know, self-marketing or something, what they call a referral is the best form of marketing, when people refer you, you know. So I guess I want to believe that's what happened, you know, because I mean, it's not like we came into the market with spending power, with a record label that's got a lot of money and all that. No, that's not what happened. I just sang and I believed, and you know, I had people just working and I prayed, and that's it. That's how I got where I am today. Okay,
and you just did few videos from your album. Why?
I just did what?
I mean, there's a few videos from your album. A lot of audios with no videos. Why?
Like I said, you know, I don't. My team always tells me not to talk about the commercial part of music. That my job is to create. But since you're asking me this question, I will just share a small knowledge of mine, a small part of my knowledge of the commercial part. If you know a lot of music, you know that not all songs are gonna fly on radio.
Yeah.
Not all songs are gonna fly on TV. Not because they're bad songs, but they're just not radio songs. You know what I mean? And if you're looking at the finances, in as much as you're paying attention to creativity, when you want to, one of the things that take the most finance in pushing a song is music videos. So you need to be careful where you spend the money for the music videos. It doesn't mean the other songs are not amazing. They are. But are they going to get as much attention visual-wise on the TV stations and on the radios? Because if you don't get power plays from these sources, you cannot monetize. Money is not going to come back. The song is not going to be as popular as it could be. So it's just a conscious decision to. So far, we shot 4 videos. So that's quite a number, you know, from an album of 14 songs, you know. And we shot those ones, and it's helped the songs get to the next level.
Definitely.
But like I said, certain songs are not exactly radio songs, so you need to be, especially when you're working with a budget, you need to be careful. You know, how you spend on them.
Any plan of releasing another album?
Definitely. Sometime by the end of this year, it should be out, at least before the end of this year. Definitely.
Okay.
I mean, see where the first one got me. Why do I stop now?
Yeah. Definitely. Man, the girls really love your voice, man. They do love your music. I know how is it and how it feels, the pressure and everything. I would like to hear from you.
Yeah.
How do you take this? How do you handle all this? Because I can tell you, once I posted today about I'm going to have an interview with you, a lot of girls pop up on my DM like, you know, he's my crush and everything like that. And they do really love your music. I can see that. How is it to you?
Yeah. I'll say my management always tells me, in as much as yes, it's happening, you're leaving it, but never believe the hype. So for me is I'm happy when people are excited about my music.
Yeah.
You know, I'm happy and I appreciate it and it inspires me to do more. But you know, when I get out of that space, I just remind myself that I had a life even before all what is happening now. And that life is me and my friends in my small circle. So I try to stay with them as much as I can, you know, to remain grounded, you know. Then for the music, for the fans, for the women, I try not to get to, I try to keep it as on the surface as possible. Because
Don't get in trouble. Don't get in trouble, man.
there's only so much. There's only just so much you can handle. You know what I mean? I just keep it on the surface as much as I can.
Okay. Let's talk about your new song, Running to You, featuring SIMI. Man, congratulations.
Yeah.
This song is really dope. It's doing great. And do you agree with me, like, this is the greatest song in your career so far?
I can say it's arguably the biggest song so far. Definitely. By the numbers it's doing, by the places the song is getting to, it's arguably the biggest song in my career so far.
Yeah.
I know there are going to be bigger songs, but I'm definitely basking in the celebration of this one, and I pray to have even more and more. But shout out to Simi, amazing lady, talented writer. You can hear her vocals. In fact, make I not even talk too much.
Yeah.
Shout out to Simi. Thank you, Simi, for agreeing to be on this one with me.
How this record happened?
Yeah, I've always wanted to work with Simi anyway. We just waited for the perfect song. And you know, you never know for sure. But you know, if you're at least 60% sure, then there's a chance. So once the song, we listen to it, my management hit me up. They're like, "This is the song we're gonna put Simi on. What do you think?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's your call." So we went for it and had the conversation and recorded.
Okay. I see, like, the song is doing great in different charts. You posted too on Billboard Africa. The song is already on charts, and in Uganda, Nigeria, Ghana, some of the countries that this song is really, is doing really good. How do you see? How do you take this impact of Running to You?
I'm happy. Look, see, nobody's not going to be happy. Nobody's not going to be excited. I mean, if we want to go down into, for example, here are the few reasons that make me happy.
Yeah.
More people know about my music. And, you know, if we want to be direct, you know, that's more money too.
Definitely.
So, I mean, everybody understands currency, right? So, yeah, I'm excited.
Okay. Nice. Bwana, kama hujaitazama Running to You kwake Chike, unaweza kwenda kucheki hapo kwenye YouTube channel yake. Tulikuwa tunazungumza hapa kuhusiana na wimbo wake mpya ambao amemshirikisha SIMI, bonge moja ya ngoma, na naona hata Tanzania kama nilivyokueleza mwanzoni kabisa kwamba ni miongoni mwa ngoma ambazo zinafanya vizuri. I'm just telling them that, like, your song is doing great in East Africa too. I hope you know that.
Yes. I hear. I see. Thank God for social media. I'm able to see the people from East Africa posting, tagging me, a lot of heartwarming messages. And I'm definitely going to be on an East African tour soonest, you know?
Yeah.
You know, with the whole pandemic thing, we're still easing and all that. And, you know, the entertainment industry took a big hit, you know? So I'm definitely working on coming around.
What's the love you got for Tanzanian music?
For me, you know, like I said, not just Tanzania, it's about East Africa. You know, for me, it's about the melody. It's just always about the melody. I just hear melodies that are not very, you know, traditional or regular here in Nigeria. You know, so I hear melodies that I'm like, oh, this is amazing. So it inspires me to be able to work with those melodies too. And you know, for this artist I mentioned, too, example for like Diamond, you know, he sings and dances at the same time, and it's just entertaining. You know what I mean? But it's definitely the melody and how sexy the language sounds when a couple of people speak it, And also, I see the huge support of East African fan base for their artists.
Yeah.
I see. I mean, I see the concerts maybe in stadiums and all that, and you see them too when they put out music videos. Their fans run up the numbers on YouTube. That kind of thing. So these are fans who actually, when they support you, they support you.
Okay.
So and that's the envy of any artist. That's the prayer of any artist. So I mean, what's not to love?
Any artist you are looking forward to work with from Tanzania or Kenya, Uganda, whatever? I mean, East Africa in general.
Yeah. So for me, honestly, my management, they've never made the wrong choice so far. They've always made the right call. So for me, I just wait. I know they have a couple of lineups now, which I haven't asked them. You understand? But I know they've lined up a few things that we want to do also when we tour in East Africa. A few people we want to knock on their doors and work with. I'm not privy to that information completely now, and I don't know if I'm allowed to say. But of course, I already mentioned that I'm a fan of so person and so person. But it falls down to my management to know what, because being a fan is not what makes the songs work.
Yeah.
It's the two teams being able to sit on the table and be like, okay, yeah, sure, we can work together. So I'm gonna leave that to them, because that's their department.
Yeah. Man, I just wish you all the best in your music career. I hope you're gonna still doing great and big and big and big. I would like you to talk to Tanzanian people right now. They're listening to you, they're watching you, and we are all over the world. Tanzania, I know Nigerians too, they watch our channel. So you can talk to them right now about your song, everything you think you want to share to them.
Hello, Tanzania. If you're listening to me right now, thank you for making me not just an African star, but a global star. Thank you for always listening to Run Into You. I'm going to go on my East African tour soon, and I'm definitely going to make that stop in Tanzania, in Uganda, in Kenya, and everywhere. Please don't stop supporting me. I definitely count on your support to keep the ship moving. And love you, love you, love you. Thank you so much.
Chike, I wish you all the best, man. Remember that I do love your music. Keep that.
Thank you. Thank you. I remember. Thank you.
Yeah, big time, brother.
All right, cheers. All right, take care.
All right.